Welcome to another edition of Africa Sideways, and it's been a long time between drinks for my top 10 all-terrain tires, and therefore I bring you my 2025 edition. These tires have stood out for me over the last year or two for durability. They've all got to be able to be great on gravel, great on tar. It's got to be an all-round tire. These aren't serious off-road for people who are doing grade 5. That's, you'd rather get a mud terrain for that. But let's get straight into it, ladies and gentlemen. At number 10, a tire that I've looked at for the X-Trail. This is well, they've got a very wide selection of tires, and it's definitely the cheapest one on the list. This is really your value for money, entry level, bang for your buck tire, and it's got to be the KUMHO AT3 Road Adventure. They start at about 2,400 Rand a tire. It's only 2-ply sidewall, but quite an aggressive tread pattern, so you get, for relatively cheap money, you're getting quite an aggressive tire there. It's not going to stack up against the 3-ply likes of the BFGs on serious Namibian gravel, but on average South African gravel it's going to be just fine. I know people that have taken it to Namibia. They've had a puncture here and there, but they're not like some other brands I know. Moving swiftly on, number 9, a tire that's very popular in America. In America are the Goodyear Wrangler DURATRAC RTs. This is a more aggressive all-terrain tire. They're north of 5 grand a pop, so they're not cheap, but very well respected tire. Stateside, 3-ply sidewall, good grip, comparable to your BFGs and Razors and whatnot. Number 8 on the list, ladies and gentlemen, is a tire that's fitted to quite a few press cars that I've had over the years, and it's never let me down. Good value for money. I actually had it on the Raptor for a while. I think there was a problem with the KO2 supply during COVID, or something happened, and they put the General Grabber AT3s on the truck on that occasion, and it worked. Actually on the highway they're better than the KO2s, because that's a lighter. I think the sidewall's not as thickened, so it's more of a highway bias tire than the KO2. Now the KO3, which is more of a sort of 90% gravel tire, but on gravel it performs great. I've taken it through the Cedarburg and those tires were just fine, and on tar they're one of the best of the all-terrain tires on tar, I must say. Quite a soft compound, which helps with braking and wet weather. Traction. Number 7, we have the first of the Dunlops on the list. Dunlop's a much improved brand in South Africa, bringing out some banging tires. And the first one of theirs to make the list at number 7 is the AT3G. Great value for money. These start at about 3,500 Rand. 2-ply sidewall, but they've really worked hard to bring new technologies in there to make that as strong as possible. Some people have even said that the AT3G is as strong as a 3-ply sidewall when it comes down to it. And I've heard of people going through Botswana and Namibia with these tires without too much drama. They also have an AT3G M, which is a 3-ply sidewall tire for serious off-roaders in a limited number of sizes. But yeah, it's more expensive, heavier, so your fuel economy is going to be affected, but you're going to have peace of mind on the gravel. And then we move to number 6, ladies and gentlemen, a very popular tire stateside in Australia, are the Falken Wildpeak AT3WAs. I've heard of a lot of overlanders using them without too much dramas at all. And Falken have definitely been making improvements in recent times, and is a brand to keep an eye on. Number 5 on the list, we have the Falken Wildpeak Trail. This is a soft roader, light bucky sort of tire. 90%, 95% tar, 5 to 10% gravel. I'm very impressed with these. The sidewall on these tires. The sidewall's got quite a nice aggressive look to it. Gets good reviews. Great for sort of a Subaru, an X-Trail, a RAV4. You put a set of tires, a set of these on, and you're really going to improve your off-road ability, especially if you go one size up, because then you get more clearance as well. Number 4 on the list is a familiar favorite. They're perennials in the top 5, and they are in many ways the benchmark for serious off-road tires. Tires you want to take to Namibia, Botswana on hundreds of k's of gravel road. And that would be the BF Goodrich KO3, which came out about a year ago in South Africa, replacing the KO2s, which were an improvement of the KO1s. Every year they get a little bit softer, a little bit more road friendly, quieter. The all-terrain tires aren't the noisy gas guzzlers that they used to be. So yeah, they're not cheap, north of $5,000 a tire, but you know you're getting a really solid, well-trusted, well-tested, battle-tested tire. Top 3 time, and these are all tires that I have a lot of faith in for a lot of gravel roading without issues. Number 3 is a tire that I've recommended to a lot of people with soft roaders and very few punctures between them. And I'm talking about the Michelin Latitude Cross. Not the most aggressive looking tire, but people generally get over 100,000 k's on them, so very well wearing, and very few punctures on gravel as well. They're not for serious off-roading. If you're going to do a lot of mud bogging and stuff like that, it's not the tire for you, but for light gravel off-roading and mainly town and city use, perfect. Durability on them is top end. Michelins have always seemed to have the best tread life. Number 2, very popular tire. This is now the other end of the spectrum. So this is probably almost a hybrid tire between all-terrain and mud, is the Maxxis Razr. Popular tire of overlanders going into remote areas where they need a tire they can trust. They really cut into the BF Goodrich and the Cooper in particular's market share in the last 5 to 10 years. In my opinion, Cooper's gone backwards. I've heard of a couple of issues with Coopers which are not ideal. And moving on to number 1, ladies and gentlemen, a tire that I've had pushing about 5 years of experience now with. I've done 35,000 k's on them. I've had them on a long-term review and no punctures, no dramas. Done many k's of gravel roading, off-roading. These are the Dunlop AT3s. I got them with an LT sidewall, so they're made for heavy loads. I can load the car up fully and no dramas whatsoever. And yeah, legitimately, I think they're the best all-terrain tires in the business at the moment for people that are looking for just weekend warrior tires that you're going to use 95% tar, 5% gravel. And when it comes down to gravel, they perform adequately. They're not going to be great in serious mud. You need a proper mud tire for that. But on regular gravel and light off-road, and mainly city driving, they're quiet, economical, and reliable. And Dunlop gives them 100,000 kilometer warranty as well, if it's provided you rotate them every 8,000 kilometers. Which a lot of brands, the Falkens also, the trail terrains are rated for 105,000 k's or something like that. And the Michelin Latitude crosses. A lot of these tires, that's the great thing about an all-terrain versus a highway tire. You normally get about a 60,000 k warranty versus 100,000 k warranty. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. The Dunlop AT5s win my top 10 all-terrain tire list for 2025. Let's go through these numbers, ladies and gentlemen. In number 10, the KUMHO AT52s. Number 9, Goodyear Wrangler DURATRACs. Number 8, General Grabber AT3s. Number 7, Dunlop AT3Gs. Number 6, Falken Wildpeak AT3WAs. Number 5, Falken Wildpeak Trails for the more soft roader version. Both excellent tires. Number 4, the granddad of them all, the Big G, the one that everything's measured on, are the BFG KO3s. Number 3, Michelin Latitude Cross, a real sleeper tire. One of the best tires for a soft road you can get. Get them while they're still in production. These things have been going since I think 2016. Number 2, Maxxis Razr, one of the best hardcore off-roading tires. And number 1, somebody that's just looking for something for a bit of gravel on the weekends, mainly tar. Can fit a varied number of vehicles from a light soft roader to a bucky. You have the AT5s. I've also had a friend that has them on a H1 van, and it works well on that as well.